the stranger who saved himself. Because of one kind moment. When I was 24, I worked in a small coastal café where the days felt warm and predictable. The same regulars, the same sounds, the same faces drifting through the door. I used to think nothing truly meaningful could happen in a place so ordinary. But one quiet afternoon proved me wrong. His name was Daniel. The moment he walked in, I noticed the heaviness in his shoulders, the kind of weight people carry when they are holding themselves together just enough to not fall apart. He sat at the bar, ordered coffee, and stared at it as if he couldn't quite remember why he ordered it in the first place. I asked if he was okay. He hesitated, like he had forgotten how to answer that question. And then he told me his wife had left him 2 weeks earlier. 18 years together, gone without warning. His voice didn't crack, but something inside it sounded broken. Over the next few weeks, he started coming in often, not to talk to me specifically, just to sit somewhere he didn't feel invisible. Some days he told me about the hikes he used to take, the meals his wife loved to cook, the silence of his house at night. Other days he barely said a word, but even in the quiet, there was a sense of trust, a kind of connection you don't plan but somehow feel. I had a boyfriend back then, and Daniel never crossed a line. He wasn't looking for love or attention, just a place where the air felt a little lighter. One evening, rain tapped softly on the windows. The cafe was almost empty, the lights dim, the world outside blurred by raindrops. Daniel sat hunched over his cup, and when I reached to refill it, his hand brushed mine. A tiny, accidental moment, but filled with so much unspoken sadness that my chest tightened. He pulled his hand away quickly. "Sorry," he whispered. But I wasn't upset. I just realized how deeply alone he must have felt. Before he left that night, he told me he was moving away. Too many memories here, too much loss in every corner of the town. I grabbed a napkin, wrote my number on it, and said, "If you ever feel overwhelmed, you can text me. You don't have to carry everything alone." He slipped the napkin into his wallet, thanked me softly, and walked out into the rain. Months passed, seasons changed. My own relationship ended for reasons that had nothing to do with him. Life simply shifted the way it always does. And then one night, out of nowhere, Daniel texted me, "Hey, I just wanted to say thank you for saving me." I stared at the message, confused. Saving him? From what? He told me that on the day he walked into the cafe, that quiet afternoon when he ordered a coffee he couldn't drink, he had plans to take his own life later that evening. He had written a note, organized his belongings, set everything in place. He only stopped at the cafe because he didn't want to die hungry. But after talking to me, after remembering that kindness still existed, he postponed it, and then postponed it again. And slowly, day by day, he found the strength to keep living. He told me my kindness wasn't loud or dramatic. It was small, soft, simple. But it reminded him that people could still care, even strangers. I sat on my bed that night, phone in my hands, crying quietly because the world felt both fragile and beautiful at the same time. I never told anyone what he said. Some moments are too delicate to share. We stayed in touch for years. Not romantically, just two people who crossed paths at exactly the right time. Daniel eventually met someone new, moved to a different city, and sent me a picture the day his daughter was born. He looked genuinely happy. Light returned to his eyes. Sometimes I think about how our lives brush up against each other in the smallest, most unexpected moments. How a single conversation, or even a single smile, can change a direction someone thought was already set. Daniel once told me I saved him. But the truth is, he saved me too. He taught me how powerful quiet kindness can be, and that you never really know who needs it most. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more.